Hey guys, welcome to TechZe Gaming. In this video, I'm going to review this super cheap $10 LED light, and for the price you are paying, you are actually getting a great thing. So without wasting any more time, let's just get right into the review. So first of all, let's get rid of the unboxing. Inside the box, you will find this carry pouch, and then inside it, you will find the light. And the light has two different plastic shades, which is white and yellow. We'll talk about that later, but this is mostly the thing that you are gonna get inside the box. So first of all, let's talk about the build quality and design. So the build quality of this thing is actually quite strong, and it is not gonna bend or break anytime soon. And my first impression after getting this thing was, this is actually quite small. And for comparison, I'm going to keep this beside my phone. And you guys can see this is quite small, but this has a lot of brightness. And so let's talk about the design a little bit more. On the top side, you will find the on off button, and on the right side you will find the brightness knob, and it gets really bright. So, and on the bottom you will find the micro USB port and a hot shoe mount, and the left side is empty. Now let's talk about how this thing powers up. So you can power it up three ways. First one being 4 AA batteries, and I think 4 AA batteries, using this way is quite expensive because batteries don't last much and they cost a lot. And then there is old Nokia batteries, which I am using, and you should use this probably too, because this actually works great and you can recharge it through the micro USB port. And third one is that you can use a power bank directly to this thing. Now on front there are 96 LEDs, and I actually counted them one by one, and there is exactly 96 LED on this thing. So now let's talk about the diffuser of this thing. Now the diffuser is not actually doing a great job diffusing the light, and I think if you want to use it like a close-up for close-up work, then I think you should sand it down a little bit. But if you are going to keep this light far away from you, then the diffuser works actually quite well. Now let's talk about the back side, which is this yellow board, whatever you call it, yellow filter you might say. So this thing is really way too much yellow than you need. So it just makes the video or photography really yellow. So I think instead of using this, you should just use the white one and raise the temperature in the color correction settings, and don't use this one that much. Now as I was talking about the on off switch that actually came with this thing actually broke after the second day. So I had to replace the on off switch. Now I already know a lot about fixing and working with this electronic stuff, but if this happens to yours, you should contact the website that you got this from and try to get a replacement. But I was able to fix it, and I don't think it will happen to you. It's just I'm saying that I had this problem. Now another thing to note, that the tripod mount or the hot shoe mount is not detachable, so it is actually there, and yes, it's actually fixed. Now the way you mount it on the camera is just by sliding on the hot shoe mount and then screwing it up tightly. Or you can also use the tripod directly, and that is also a way to use this thing. Now let's talk about how bright it gets. Now as you guys can see here, I am making my video, so I'm gonna turn off all the lights and keep this light only, and you guys will be able to see how bright this gets. And right now I'm only using the LED light, and there's no other light in the room besides this computer monitor and the backlight of my bed. But as you can see, this light gets really bright, and I cannot actually even stare at the camera much because this light is just hurting my eyes. So in terms of videography, if you do want to do video with this thing, I think you should probably get two of them and set this one on the right, on the left, and that would be a great option. And getting three would be a way good option, but getting two is the best option, I think. Now here are some photo samples that I took with this light and with auto mode on my camera. Now you can also use this light on your phone as well, and in that case you will need a cold shoe mount, phone mount, whatever it is called, and you will need that to mount this light. So let's talk about the pros and cons about this thing. So if you want to use this for videography, I think you should get two of them, and if you want to use it for photography like small business or just takes photos of some subjects, then you can just use one of them, and it actually works great. As you can see, it gets really bright. And then comes the section of phone. Now if you want to use this on phone, then you should get the mount, and you can use it on phone, and I think it actually works on phone better. And here are some selfies that I took with this thing, and as you guys can see, the photo quality is coming great. Now if you want to do vlog with this light, I don't think I would suggest that. Just use the phone camera and natural light for vlogging. And then comes to the cons. Now I don't find any cons to this thing because this thing costs only around $10, and as I said earlier, if you have problems with your switch or button, then just contact the website that you got this from, and they will either give you a replacement or something. So coming out to the fact that if I do suggest this or not, I absolutely suggest this. So you should just go get it if you want to get it for videography or photography. Now I cannot actually stare, and I'm blinking too much, I know, you can see. So yes, I definitely suggest this, and I give this a 9 out of 10. So this was it for today, and I'll get